I'm realizing that I care more about how I feel than how I look, and I want to talk about it. I have cared how I look since eighth grade very much. Like, that has been the core of my life, to be honest. That's how it feels. Like, I started caring in the eighth grade. Honestly, I probably started caring a little bit younger than that, but eighth grade is when I took it essentially like too far. But I recognized on this journey, on my food freedom journey and mind freedom journey, I recognized that people who look fit aren't always healthy. And I had this very small idea what health looked like. I thought it was a skinny or a thin woman who had six pack abs year round, who had noticeable muscles, and I don't know, they were like drinking protein shakes every day and like starving themselves. Like, I I don't really know what I thought was a healthy body, but I know I'm learning now, guys. I'm learning that there isn't a one size fits all. I was very much black and white, like all or nothing thinking. And now I'm recognizing, yeah, there isn't a one size fit all. There's so many complexities to health. And for two years, about 2 years ago, I got onto my health journey and I started eating plant based and I started eating really well, really clean, but I didn't work out at all. And that wasn't health either. So I was like, wow, I am so healthy. But then I was looking in the mirror and I was like, this was probably maybe 4 months ago. And I was like, wow, I'm wasting away. I'm so skinny and scrawny and I don't have any muscles. So I started going to the gym about 4 months ago. I don't go to the gym anymore because I moved and um, I don't have a membership anymore, but I do home workouts and I lift weights at home. But I noticed, I think that's when it happened about 4 months ago when I broke out of this idea of what a healthy body looked like. Because I truly believed I was at the peak of health from eating so clean. But if I wasn't working out, then I was like, well, am I really healthy? Because I have like no muscles, I have no strength. No one was going to ask me to help them move or like lift anything because they knew damn well I wasn't going to be able to do it. So, was that really healthy? And then it got me on this whole spiral of like, hold on, should I really care about how I look this much? Shouldn't it be about how I feel? And then I had an existential, is that how you say it? An existential crisis of like, oh my God, this is going on 11 years of caring more about how I look than how I feel. And that ends this year because we're starting this mind freedom, food freedom journey. That's what's up. So that leaves me to the next hurdle. How do I want to feel? And when I think about it, I want to feel good. I want to feel healthy. I want to feel strong. But what does that feel like? What does feeling good feel like? In detail, I don't know. I only know from my experiences of my what feeling good is, but I don't know what feeling good is. Like, could I feel better? Probably, but I don't know how that feels. Do you know what I mean? So I'm on this quest to feel amazing, which is why I'm on day 10 of being plant based. I do definitely recognize that I feel better plant based. I feel better physically, but also mentally. And I do know lifting weights, I feel really good. I recently moved about a month ago into my parents' house, and me and my wife were able to move our house completely by ourselves. And we used to ask for help from our family, usually the men, right? But no, we didn't need the men because I started working on my muscles and they got strong because I started using them. It was so incredible. I was so shocked. I've never been able to lift the desk and these chairs and like these heavier furniture items that we have in our house. And this year I was able to because I started prioritizing my muscle health. So I know I can feel better physically by eating cleaner, whole food ingredients, usually plant-based. And I'm actually transitioning to raw. I feel so much better eating raw. I'm not fully raw yet, and I don't know when that will be, but I do know I feel better eating raw. So I have been dabbling in that world. So I kind of have the physical down, how I can feel better. And I also have the exercise down. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing with weights. I'm kind of just like doing whatever at the moment. I don't have a routine, and I do know I'll feel better with the routine and progressive overload I'm learning. But where else can I feel better? Like, this is so fun. This is part of the journey of life, is like feeling good. How can the more I feel good, the more I'll have more joy, I'll have more energy, right? I kind of want to get into some yoga or some energy practice like Qigong. I used to be super into Qigong like 7 years ago, and it felt really good. But at the time, I was just going through too much mentally to keep the practice going. So I'm about to move to Costa Rica in 4 days, and I really am looking to get a healing experience out of this move. I'm looking to rest my nervous system, come come into myself, recognize who I am, what do I really want, right? So I'm going to be in Costa Rica for 3 months, and I just want to figure out, what do I want? How do I want to feel? What do I want my life to be like? And I definitely know I care more about how I feel than how I look. And that is a huge win for me. That's a huge shift. And I'm really proud of myself. If you liked this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever you want to do. And I just thank you for being here, being supportive. I post twice a week here, and I'd love for you to join the community of Food Freedom and Mind Freedom Journey. Much love and happy healing.